Have you ever noticed that when you're sitting down, your mind isn't? Before I became a mom, I thought being busy meant doing things. Motherhood had taught me that sometimes the busiest place isn't in my calendar, it's in my mind. It feels like having 50 tabs open and none of them ever completely closing. Tab 1, today's responsibilities. The first tab opens before I've even gotten out of bed. The questions begin immediately. What am I making the girls for breakfast? What are we learning today? Should we do math first? Or maybe a craft? Maybe we'll spend some time outside. Go to the park. What can I do today? That's not only educational, but something they'll remember. What am I making for lunch? Did I take something out of the freezer for dinner? Ugh, I still have laundry to fold. Did I wash those water bottles? Did I refill them? Are the library books back? Are they due this week? Did I give the girls their vitamins? What hairstyle should I do today so we can get out of the door a little quicker? Do we need groceries? What are we running low on? It's this endless checklist before my feet even hit the ground. A normal morning in our house starts. I wake up, I wake the girls, I wake the girls up with kisses and ask them what they like for breakfast, or my wife takes a turn. After that, I enjoy my morning coffee. Before the day really begins, I like to step outside for a few minutes to ground myself. And almost instantly, my mind starts planning again. What are we going to learn today? What can we create together? What memory are we going to make? Sometimes I realize I've already mentally lived half the day before I've even finished my cup of coffee. And that's only one tab. Tab 2, the future. The tab that isn't about today at all. It's thinking about 6 months from now, next year, sometimes even years in advance into the future. As we're beginning a new journey, I'm thinking about so much more than academics. Will they build friendships that make them feel safe? Am I teaching them confidence, empathy, kindness, healthy boundaries? How do I help them become adults who know who they are? I've had conversations with the girls asking them, would you like to go back to school or would you like to homeschool? Because I want them to know that their opinions matter, their feelings matter. I never want them to feel like life just happened to them. I want them to know their voice matters in our family. Even 7 years into motherhood, I'm still reading, still learning, still trying to become the mother that they need today. Because every stage of motherhood asks something different of us. Those questions don't have one answer. They're questions I carry with me every single day because I know I'm not just raising children, I'm helping shape future adults. And tab 3, the emotional load. It's a tab that nobody sees, the one that quietly replays the day. Did I respond patiently? Did I stay just 1 second too many times? Did they feel heard? Did I spend enough one on one time with each of them? Should I apologize? Yesterday, this tab became very real. My oldest was having a really hard time with patience. By the end of the day, I was so frustrated. I had stayed calm throughout the whole day, but eventually my own cup overflowed. I responded a little stronger than I wanted to, and immediately I knew that wasn't how I wanted to show up. So I stopped what I was doing. I picked her up, I held her, I apologized. She looked at me and simply said, "I forgive you, Mommy." I hugged her so tight. I told her, "Mommy is going to keep learning." Every night before bed, we have a little ritual. I ask the girls, "What made you smile today? And what was the hardest part of your day?" Last night, my oldest daughter looked at me and said, "Mommy, when you raised your voice at me, I didn't like that. It made me feel sad." Even though I had already apologized, she was still carrying that moment. So I apologized again. I reminded her that Mommy isn't perfect, that I'm still learning too, that sometimes I'll make mistakes, but I will always come back and make them right. Because sometimes one apology isn't enough. Sometimes our children need to know not only that we're sorry, but that we truly understand how our actions make them feel. Motherhood has taught me that repair isn't a sign of that we failed. Sometimes it's one of the most important parts of the relationship. At the end of the night, I knew that she felt safe. She felt heard. She felt loved. She knew my apology was sincere. And I realized something. Being a good mom doesn't mean getting everything right. Sometimes it means having the courage to come back and making it right. Then there's another tab, the invisible planning. Last week, we decided we were going to spend the day at the water park. From the outside, it sounds so simple. We're going to the water park. But the moment we decided, the tab started opening. Okay, I need to make breakfast, start heating up lunch. I should probably pack dinner too. Snack boxes. Gotta bring extra snacks because somehow swimming makes our children hungry every 20 minutes. Fill the water bottles. Do I have the towels? Swimsuits? Dry clothes? Sunscreen? Goggles? I have to comb everyone's hair before we leave to avoid those pool knots. Then another thought pops into my head. What if they fall asleep in the car on the way home? No, 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 no. I try to keep them awake because bedtime goes way smoother like that. And another thought. What if they get hungry again after all the snacks? The what ifs. One after the other, one after the other. A normal morning for us starts the same way. I make breakfast, or my wife makes breakfast, and then snuggle up Buttercup while I enjoy my morning coffee. It's one of my favorite parts of the day. While we're cuddling, I'm already mentally planning what's ahead. One load of laundry into the washer, move the other one into the dryer. My girls always want to help. "Mommy, can I press the button? Can I load this open?" I make their strawberry mango smoothies. Someone asks for another snack. Someone else needs help finding something. And while all that is happening, my brain is still making sure we have everything we need before we leave the house. By the time we finally pull out of the driveway, I have already mentally lived the entire day. And that's when it hit me. Most of this work is invisible. Nobody notices you remembered there wasn't enough mango orange juice. Nobody noticed you got the goggles before anyone needed them. Nobody notices you're already thinking about dinner while everybody else is simply excited about swimming. Nobody sees the hundreds of tiny little decisions mothers quietly make every single day. I think mothers carry so much that the world never gets to see. And yet, despite all those tasks, I still try to leave one tab open, the one that reminds me to laugh. to jump on the couch, to read another story, to notice the dragonfly just flying by, to watch the sunset and do one more craft. Because those are the tabs my daughters will remember. Maybe motherhood isn't about closing every tab. Maybe it's about remembering which ones matter most. Years from now, my girls won't remember whether every towel was packed perfectly or whether I remembered every item on the grocery list. They'll remember how they felt. They'll remember laughing, feeling safe, feeling loved. The tabs may never close, but neither does a mother's love. Thank you for holding space with me today. Maybe our children won't remember everything we carried, but they'll remember how we made them feel while carrying it. Sending you so much love. And until next time, trust your motherhood.